Hi everybody, I hope that you're all very, very well. Welcome to my channel. My name is Claire. I'm going to give us a reading for this week of the 15th of January 2024. The word that is coming to me is opening. Opening. And as I say the word opening, I don't know if you remember back, if you're of that age, but back in the day when we were kids and we had those kaleidoscopic little things that we used to look through, and there were all those little colors and patterns that when you turned the kaleidoscope, these patterns and these colors would just keep opening and changing, and it felt quite magical to look at. Well, the word that I get, opening, that's the image that comes with it. So there's something around us opening into the brilliance that we are, opening up to the brilliance that we are. The universe has this divine order that carries the constant flow and change and opening within it. And so what that means is that because we are the universe too, within our being is this universal presence. We are constantly in flow and changing and opening too. And I'm wondering what part of your life you might be remaining either closed to, or what part of your life feels stagnant or static. So those are the parts of your life that you're being called to unlock and to soften into. You're being called to melt. There's something frozen in parts of your life, or a part of your life that feels almost stuck in time. So if we go back to that kaleidoscope example, imagine when you're turning it, and imagine you can't turn it at a certain point, it gets stuck. There is something there that is asking to be loosened, oiled, or dissolved or melted, so that you can reopen into your own universal magic. Okay, so opening into your own universal magic, and as you open into that, you will see how your world around you changes form, because as within, so without, as above, so below. And as you open and as you allow, you will shift and change things around you. So very interesting for me to feel into when I experience what I call my elderflower heat waves. So I'm going through menopausal hot flushes, and often they will arrive when I'm in a deep moment of ceremony, or if there is information or energy flowing through me that feels of a very sacred nature, or wise, like a nature of the elder. And I've just noticed that one's coming here. They normally last for about 2 to 5 minutes. So excuse me with my fan, but it is what it is. And I embrace these waves of heat and fire that flow through me. And, that's also part of the message is for me, I can give you my story around not running away from the fire, not closing to it, not freezing off, but actually standing there. How can I actually sit in the intensity of that heat? And how can I open up to that? How can I open up to that so that can allow the alchemy to move through my body? Because fire alchemizes, it transmutes. And so if we use that as an example, and we take that into our lives, how can you sit in the deep discomfort of that thing that is being closed off to you? How can you sit within that? How can you receive the or at least give yourself permission to open up into that? Because within everything that we have closed off, that we're kind of running away from, sits a golden nugget. There will be a golden nugget in there for you to go in and retrieve. And once you've retrieved that and you've brought that into your experience, you have merged that into your experience of life, that then can and will support you in moving forward in an even more powerful and strong way, and to attract to you that which you want in that part of your life. So it's a very important time of the softening and opening. And in our conscious community this morning, we were talking about how can we be like a rose? How can we be like a flower or a rose that attracts the bee to it? We don't need to go out chasing something. We don't need to fall into the trap of having to make things happen all the time. Quite often it's the opposite, where we just need to be in the perfection of what we are and open up to the divine being that we are, and that brings us everything that we're wanting. So in a moment I'm going to pick a card for us, just to see what card wants to support us in that word of opening and in that period of allowing and softening and giving ourselves permission to be what it is that we truly want to be, without being stuck or closed off to it. So I feel called to pick a card from the Rose Oracle pack again. So I worked with it last week, and I feel like I'd like to work with it again this week. So this is a beautiful card pack that I bought when I was on a sacred pilgrimage in Glastonbury last year, which was a deep pilgrimage of the heart. It was a deep pilgrimage of the stepping onto the rose path and accepting myself fully for the medicine woman that I am, for the mystic that I am. There was a part of me that was closed off to that for a long time. And I'm now on the path of a deep opening into that. But I've had to go through quite a few layers of, and to unpeel where I was closed off to that, where I was frozen to that, what was holding me back from being in the fullness of my being in that part of my life. Okay, so yeah, these cards are from Glastonbury. So I'm just going to shuffle the pack and see what card reveals itself, just to bring in a little bit of extra support for this message around opening and allowing. Okie dokie. So the card is healing the mother line. Healing ancestral work, mother line, growing up. Is there something here, I'm wondering, that can, let me just feel into this. Forgiveness. The mother, this great spiritual mother is calling you into forgiveness. It's calling you into forgiveness. I don't know obviously what it is for you to forgive. It could be a past hurt. It could be something that you feel somebody has done wrong towards you. It could be forgiveness of self. This feels quite big as well, forgiveness of self. When we hold on to past guilt, which is actually something I'm going through at the moment. I'm holding on to some guilt to do with a situation that actually only revealed itself to me this morning in a session I did with a beautiful healer. And until I let that guilt go, I'm not going to be able to move on. And so I need to forgive myself, and I need to give myself permission to let that guilt go. And this great cosmic mother is calling us into her, like her bosom, her arms, and saying, you know, nothing that you could have done is too much or too bad or too negative for her. And in the same way, you know, if you feel like somebody has wronged you in any way, they also would have acted from a place of maybe ignorance or from a very wounded place within themselves. And so how can you bring forgiveness to that situation? And maybe it is literally with your own mother, or yourself as a mother. So maybe there is like this, there is something there specifically around your mother that is asking for an opening, or for you as a mother, or your feelings about being a mother. Maybe you wanted to be a mother and you didn't end up being a mother in the physical form. And maybe there is some form of acceptance that needs to come. That's another strong word, acceptance, that would be helpful to get to with that. But what is it about the mother? If I say the word mother to you, do you feel calls you? And whatever that is, go with your first instinct, and that is what will be helpful for you to drop into in terms of opening, allowing yourself to be that kaleidoscopic, beautiful, magical, constant flowing, constant changeable being that recreates itself over and over again. There's no end to that. It's this beautiful unfolding that you're being called into. And give yourself permission to let go. Give yourself permission to let go and flow into that kaleidoscope, that beautiful, beautiful colors and the patterns. And that feels like the end of the transmission. So let me know if you have any questions around this. Comment below. I will answer your questions if I can, or let me know your experiences. I'd love to know where you're at with this, and how this felt for you, and what this may have brought up for you this week in terms of mother, or opening, or ever unfolding, forgiveness, acceptance. If this video was helpful for you, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. It does help to me to continue to provide free content on YouTube. And of course, please like this video if it was helpful. Share it with friends. It does help me to provide the free content. Sending so much love, and I look forward to connecting with you all next week. Bye for now. Bye.